He scrubbed the kick towards centre half forward, and it looked like St Kilda here were about to take possession a little bit before that. He was always going to try and come inside because he's such a left foot dominated, left-sided player, Simpson, and just air and hands, a big penalty for a very minor contact, but that's the rules.
They were really clever. I reckon they didn't go to Dawson on the tackle. Actually, he had no play, Dawson. He had tapped it forward and they were able to grab it. So 2 goals in a minute for the Blues. Stephen Silvani and Robert Harvey, of course, 2 of the greats for these clubs, but now on opposite sides in their coaching careers. Just one of the little ironies about this blockbuster tonight. So they got that late goal and that early goal. So the scoreboard tightens again. But Judd, very good. It's one of those nights you feel like Judd has to play ugly a bit tonight, early on at least.
Well, there's going to be a lot of hard ball to be won. We saw Hayes went in there and won the courage contest, and then Judd trumped him on that occasion.
Gardner won the tap. Carazzo. So the Blues getting a bit of the ball. Scotland caught there. And now Grigg on the burst. Fev almost getting a crack at it. Houlihan, Betts and Baker, and now Goddard pushing forward. Favola, well done. So couldn't quite get a clean handball, but Betts in good nick. Couldn't quite get the kick away. Now Gilbert, can they hurt them? It looks like they might.
Whoops, Gardner had to stretch, and as a result finished up on the deck to Montagna. The build-up was slow, but it doesn't matter. This man is getting away. Looks inside the forward, 50 Graham. Oh, how good was the pass?
Very good, Dan. He's been brilliant. We saw there, you should never take your eyes on the ball, but Scotland recovered there to be able to get that handball away. And how's the hands by Stephen Baker there just to knock that handball away? It's the little things in the game that make all the difference.
Graham comes in and gets his second.
And therein really lies the difference in the game. It's just St Kilda's ability to convert from these half chances coming forward, whether it was Rewald who just read the kick off Montagne's boot just a little bit better, then saw there was a player in the better position in Graham. So they just looked so much more effective than Carlton inside that forward third.
East Scotland had a fumble in the first quarter which cost Carlton a goal. He had another fumble there at half back, and he's just gotten off the phone now to Brett Ratton, so he was dragged straight from the ground. Maybe just a little bit about his concentration.
Hayes out of the centre. Gets the clearance. Revolt again.
Well, I asked earlier before the game whether the champion was going to be able to find a way. Well, Carlton actually haven't been able to close his space down at all, and from this centre clearance, even with St Kilda's structure intact and a couple of other forwards lined up at the top of the 50 that actually move up in general play, he was still able to find space and get front position on his opponent.
He's taken 5 marks inside 50 tonight. That one is his worst kick. He hit the post earlier. He's kicked 3 goals too. He has kicked 9 goals against the Blues back in 06, and right now you feel like he's going to have a lot of shots.
Carlton bring it away. Carazzo corralled. Hard on the boundary line, back to the goal square. And Bauer, whose confidence must be reasonably low, is evidenced by that hand pass. Carazzo gets it back from Bauer. Whoops. Charge down. Well done, Revolt, working so hard. Murphy's got it now. Got it from Joseph. The kick wanders up towards the wing. Clever Marco Halpin. Jumped early. Wheels around. Now Favola is one out. Well, that's got it right angles back towards centre half back as far as the Saints are concerned. The last place it needed to go. Baker coming through, knocks it forward. Schneider, it comes across from McWalter. Scrambled forward by Graham. Here he is again, Revolt. Too clever by half, but 3 on 2. Del Santo's got the football. Graham is moving. Kazitsky is the long target. But he's taken the mark in the pocket. So far, goalless.
Well, there's absolutely nothing that Jamison could have done about that pass. Kazitsky actually wasn't sure whether he was going to lead there or not, and Del Santo just waited and waited for him to make his mind up, and then just absolutely brilliant. Just waited and in front of him, moved him towards the ball away from his opponent.
13 possessions. Nick Del Santo leads all comers this evening. There goes the kick. He's put it through, I think. Kazitsky from long range.
It's the first time he's touched the ball pretty much, I think, Kazitsky tonight, but he's moving well. He and Rewald, they look halfway point of the season. They look in really good touch, just in his general movement. But really, it was the Del Santo kick. Just had the time, had the space, put the ball out in front of Kazitsky. Low diving mark. You certainly, Jamieson is out of the play.
Well, this is what happened shortly after that errant kick from O'Halpin. He was called down by Brendan Favola. There you see the two of them together now. Fev called him down. He said, look, I need to have a chat to you about your kicking, and just settled him down a bit.
Good leadership from Fevo.
Depends how he praised it.
And bionic hearing from Tim.
Fev's probably saying, can you give me one? I haven't had one yet. He hasn't had a touch.
Well, he had that smothered handball, but it didn't register.
Montagna, she did well then. Armfield had hold of one arm. Revolt attracting a crowd. He's such a dominating figure here. Gibbs, well done. He started forward and hasn't really got into the game yet. High possession getter. That's a clever kick. It sits now for Scotland. And that's okay too to Murphy.
Look how wide St Kilda have forced Carlton from one back flank right across to the opposite wing, and yet they've been under pressure the whole time. Usually if you switch the ball, you're able to find space.
So they backtrack to Jamieson.
Interesting choice to put Jones on the Murphy matchup. I guess they feel that might be the best chance for Jones to apply his shutdown skills and let Judd and the other St Kilda midfielders pretty much rotate on each other.
Well, the Bulldogs, I know we're going back a few weeks, Bulldogs did the same thing. Picken went to Murphy that day here.
Boundary throw in. Hampson wins it down. Judd scrambles after it. Del Santo's over the ball, though. Ties it up, and the umpire will do it again.
And, of course, that is basically on the fact that there's believed that Mark Murphy might be easier to tag than Judd or Gibbs or any of those others.
Rigg kicks inside the forward 50. O'Halpin, a little jig down there. Was he pushed in the back? Not according to the umpire. Judd goes after it again. Ball could have been taken high. He'll get the free kick. Good ball, left half back. Goes back.
But look at St Kilda's spread.
Hudson. Next man on is Gilbert. Now Dawson a little too close, so he opts to do the shepherding. Won't be required, I don't think. Just a token shepherd will do. Turns out that way. Meantime, around the outer side, Gilbert sends it long inside the forward 50. Courage there from Bauer coming back. Camped in front. The ball comes from McAvoy. Falling to the ground. I think that was Fisher. And he snapped it behind. Don't see him down there too often.
I think he just came down with the flow of the footy. But a good call by Dawson, actually not to receive the handball, to run back and shepherd. Let Gilbert, who's the better ball carrier, carry the footy.
And that's the ultimate team act, isn't it? To give up an easy disposal, and it would have been an inside 50 for the benefit of your team.
So Fev's first kick set Brown a bit of a task. That was Fisher's first score for the moment ago. No wonder Dennis was surprised he was forward. Austin running hard. Now Simpson had a good opening terms, had a very good year. Long time since he's missed a match. O'Halpin getting a little bit of it. He's untidy, but he's finding the ball and kicks inside the 50. Betts and Baker back to Grigg. Goes back to Murphy. Murphy hooking cleverly. That's a good goal.
They're staying close, aren't they? They haven't given up. They're still sticking to their plans, and we know that scoreboard pressure can affect sides, and you can start going outside of your structure. But I don't think Carlton have gone outside of their structure as yet.
No. It's just these